Let's move on to 2025 toy industry news, okay? It's a little tough to get a list of next year's most anticipated toys when we're in the middle of Christmas season right now. So in the toy category, what I thought I would do instead is let you know some of the most interesting toys of 2024 that are currently nominated in various categories for a coveted 2025 TOTY Award, Toy of the Year. Action Figure of the Year. Probably the coolest nominee in this category I found had to be the Godzilla X Kong 13-inch mega figures by Playmates Toys Incorporated. How can you go wrong? In the collectibles category, the one that caught my attention, the most would have to be Teddy Bears Plush in Coffin by Innovate Academy, which are cute little stuffed bears that come in coffin-shaped boxes, and I suppose the idea is for kids to get comfortable cuddling corpses. For Construction Playset of the Year, I'm giving the nod to Gecko Run Marble Run by Thames and Cosmos, which is a playset where you set up a series of tracks, tubes, funnels, and loops to hurl your marbles through crazy adventures and scenarios. In the category for Creative Toy of the Year, I'm liking the Clixo Tropical Birds Pack by Toyish Labs, which consists of various colorful foam parts you snap together to create your own flock of tropical birds. Now, come on, that's unique and interesting. Now, there's also a category for Doll of the Year, which I'm going to skip because as a 56-year-old man, I don't feel quite qualified to make a pick here, but I will venture to say the doll collection name I found most interesting in this category is Yummyland. Now, for the best educational toy, I'm thumbs-upping the National Geographic Epic Circuits Science Kit by Blue Marble. I'm looking at pictures of this kit, and I couldn't tell you what half the things are here, but it looks cool. Way cooler than the science kits I played when I was a kid. I just want to dig in and geek out on this thing. Now, for the best game of the year, honestly, the only one nominated that I found interesting was Snap to It by Alinco Electronics, which looks like a bunch of components you snap together to make various electronic gizmos that do electronic gizmo stuff. I'm really not sure how this is a game, but I'm guessing it must be competitive in some nature for it to be in the game category. And in the category of grown-up toys, I didn't see much that caught my attention except for this line of high-end Hot Wheel cars with crazy teal-colored tracks to run them on called Hot Wheels X Daniel Arsham Collection. It just looks like a super nice set of collectibles for the adult Hot Wheel enthusiast. These cars, I mean, they're practically jewelry, or if Hot Wheels and Fabergé eggs had babies together. And speaking of babies, for the Tiny Tots in the infant toddler category, I found the Ms. Rachel Surprise Learning Box by Spin Master to be the neatest thing. It looks like you get a colorful box that you stick your hand into and pull out a variety of different toys, because teaching kids to stick their hands and fingers into dark hidden places with the promise of a toy surprise is always a great idea, don't you think? Safety first, people. Now, in the outdoor toy category, speaking of safety, I am liking the East Point Sports Premium Axe Throw Target game by Buffalo Games. It's a freaking home version of axe throwing. How can you not want this? And preschool toy of the year, Fisher-Price Rockin' Record Player has this one hands down. I mean, it has to be. It's a modern version of the classic toy record player from the 60s and 70s, but instead of just being a glorified wind-up music box, this thing plays real recordings and scratches like a record when you yank on the tone arm, and it's got a great modern look. That's real nicely done. And specialty toy of the year, I absolutely have to not only go with Pinball Machine Maker Gumball Rally by Thames and Cosmos, but I don't see how I could stand to live with myself if I didn't get my hands on one of these and do a full-on review for this show in the coming year. I mean, this is a kit you put together your own actual working pinball machine, And the ball is a gumball. It's pinball and a treat. This is going to be on my show agenda for next year. All right, in the tech toy category, I don't know if I actually like this thing or if I'm creeped out by it or a little of both, but I found the Hero Sound Sensing Robot by Thames and Cosmos, again, to be the neatest thing going here. You basically assemble a six-legged robot that resembles, that responds to audible cues via a handheld clicker like the robot toys we had back in the 70s, but this thing's more sophisticated, and it also dances. And it looks kind of like a mechanical Cyclops spider. Definitely something you want to point towards your sister's bedroom and crawl in there after dark. And that's our look ahead at all the amusements to watch for in 2025. What are you looking forward to? Let me know. If you're enjoying this episode on one of the socials, leave a comment. Otherwise, you can email me at neil@dandyfunhouse.com. I don't usually like doing retrospectives, but I am going to look back at 2024 for just a moment here and would like to say my favorite episode was undoubtedly the Halloween episode. It's always the Halloween episode, and it's always the episode that has my lowest ratings as far as viewership and listenership and readership, but I don't care. I love Halloween, and this year we had the amazing return of Count Drahoon, which just put everything on a whole nother level. Now, Dandy Funhouse plans for 2025? I would love to start including content from you. Yeah, you! Like your theme park visits, toy and game reviews, fun retro amusements. I would really like someone in the pinball industry to show off new machines as well as retro classic pinball. Just remember, while this show is not aimed at kids, it is family friendly and supposed to be something you can enjoy with the kids. So don't be raunchy. You can be gross, just don't be raunchy. Feel free to include a quick plug for yourself and your business as long as the whole thing isn't just one big commercial. Sound interesting? Send me links to your short form videos at neil@dandyfunhouse.com or just use the contact form at the Dandy Funhouse website, dandyfunhouse.com, where you'll also find our patronage page. If you've ever found any value at all in the Dandy Funhouse and would like to support future productions, please consider either buying some merch from the Dandy Fun Shop or becoming a Funhouse supporter via a financial donation. Supporters gain access to exclusive bonus content, and super supporters gain access to that same content. Plus, I will personally mail you something amazing from right here at the Dandy Funhouse Studios if you include your mailing address. Podcast listeners may often support through a donation link in your listening app of choice if the app offers it. Not all do. Just look for a little button with a $sign on it. And your 5-star reviews, wherever you're able to leave them, are highly appreciated. And that, ladies and gentlemen, puts a bow on 2024. Come on back next year for some amazing new adventures in 25, right here at the Dandy Funhouse, where everything is always fun and dandy. See you next year.
Sana pineste dos nossos. Ui!